Hey, what's up, it? Wait a minute. I feel a change. It's coming. It's... Oh. Dope. What is up, Internet? My name is Omni, and you're watching Omni TV. I've reached 2018 JonTron levels of inconsistency, but that's okay, because I don't have nearly as many subscribers. Still, I owe whoever's watching some sort of explanation as to why I disappeared for a while. Basically, I was supposed to have this somewhat different and bigger project that would feature some artists and animators, but things kind of fell through and I lost motivation, as one does. After that, I didn't want to come back until I got some better editing skills, and also, I fell into a deep depression that I'm still kind of in, but that's not important. What is important is today's topics. Kind of. Maybe? I don't know, man, this shit's subjective. First on the list, everybody's favorite trap cowboy has come out the saloon closet. Lil Nas X has come out on Twitter as gay, and memes are flying everywhere, especially about what his lyrics in his hit song Old Town Road are alluding to. I admit, Ride Till I Can't No More do sound kinda sus, but it doesn't matter. I personally don't care whether he's gay or not, but the hip-hop community has a very long history of homophobia. You know, that real I'ma beat your ass till you ain't gay no more kind of homophobia. Mike Pence would be smiling ear to ear if it was white people. Let's take a look at some of the memes he's retweeted on his Twitter. So if you're not familiar with Lil Nas X's Twitter, you'll see that he is a very active memer, even outside of all the jokes, including his coming out. However, what we're really looking for is those spicy, low-key homophobic memes. Also, before anybody gives me shit, yes, I am posting screenshots from my phone. Fuck you, I do what I want. So our first post here is a haha, you made a spelling mistake, you fucking loser kind of post. I'm joking, obviously, but as you can see, Lil Nas X is poking fun at the spelling mistake. Our second post here is Lil Nas X also poking fun at the people who are actively getting mad at the fact that he came out as gay. Just got the news that I'm gay and I will no longer be streaming my music. I'm sorry, that shit is just not okay. As hyperbolic as that statement may seem, this is actually how people in the hip-hop community are reacting because of that deep-rooted homophobia. Oh my god, if I say homophobia one more time, I'm going to fucking end myself. I know for those people who aren't on the far left, the talk of homophobia constantly is going to seem really cringy, but this is one of those cases where it actually is a real thing and is a real problem. It's extremely hard being gay or bisexual or anything under the LGBT community if you're not a woman in the hip-hop community, because you're going to get a lot of backlash for it. I mean, even if you are a woman, you're still going to be called like a carpet muncher or whatever by those few assholes. Really, the best part about all of this is the fact that Lil Nas X is poking fun at everything that's been thrown at him instead of reacting in a really extreme way and, you know, crying about it constantly like other celebrities I've seen. It's not like they don't have a reason to do so, but he's just taking it a lot better than others have. Second on our list is also ironically about a gay guy, but this time he's not in the hip-hop community. Oh my god, I've said hip-hop community how many times now? Too many goddamn times. So what I'm referring to right now is, of course, the incident with Andy No, or Ngo, or however you pronounce that, I'm not sure. Hold on, let's get Google Translate over here for a sec. My god, what did they pick that voice for that? Anyway, yeah, it's Andy No. And what about Andy No? The fact that he was attacked by Antifa, because fucking of course he was. So Andy No is a reporter, and he was in Portland on the 29th of June. He was covering an event that was posted on Facebook called Community Self-Defense Against Proud Boy Attack, where it was supposed to be a peaceful protest, but Antifa doesn't do peaceful protests. What happened was, things had turned for the worst, and Antifa wasn't so interested in the Proud Boys anymore. They started attacking Andy. They were throwing, milkshakes. Fucking milkshakes. As well as, actively hitting him. There is a video that I'll be posting within this, so you can see everything that's happening, or at least a good amount of things that are happening within this attack.
Yo! fucking owned, bitch!
I'm not going to do that great of a job covering the events. I mean, really, like other YouTubers have done a better job covering this, including some black guy who I am a fan of. Still, I'm going to try my best because, you know, how am I going to get the subscribers if I don't even give it a chance? Here's an interesting tweet that Andy posted before he went to the rally and unfortunately was attacked. I am nervous about tomorrow's Portland Antifa rally. They're promising physical confrontation and have singled me out to be assaulted. I went on Tucker Carlson last year to explain why I think they're doing this. They're seeking meaning through violence. So on this tweet, he posted a picture of a screenshot of the event on Facebook for the Antifa rally, and also a screenshot of a little paragraph from the RoseCityAntifa.org website. Oregon City Proud Boy blank targets the Portland DSA in a Facebook thread encouraging other members of the hate group to participate in the June 29th assault on Portland. Local far-right Islamophobic journalist Andy No, who participated in the Patriot Prayer and Proud Boys attack on Cider Riot on May 1st, 2019, and was the first to publicly promote the June 29th Proud Boys event, also targets the DSA while dismissing as hoaxes a series of assaults against Portland LGBTQ community, some of which were gloated about by far-right activists. So here we have Antifa spreading lies about Andy No being a far-right Islamophobic journalist. You know, this is what they do. This is what a lot of the far left do. They spread lies about someone and they call them far-right or whatever, or like Islamophobic and homophobic and racist and all this shit, when really they're just people who disagree with them even slightly. Upon further inspection, I see there is a third image underneath the second. It's just another paragraph. We realize there are many valid reasons why people cannot engage in physical confrontation, you know, other than being fucking illegal, you idiots. There are plenty of other ways to help. Be a medic, stand together with others to create a shield that people can duck behind, create a distraction, cop watch. Use your imagination. There are any number of creative things that can be done to help. But we all must work together. To defeat the rising tide of fascism in the US, it is important that leftists of all stripes stand in solidarity. We encourage people to come out and show their opposition in whatever capacity they, and then the post just kind of cut off. Antifa showing solidarity in forms of fucking pointless violence and hitting the wrong fucking people. Like, there is a picture of an old man who is bloodied, and some black guy actually did a really good quote on that. He said that the dude looks like he bladed in WWE. That's how bad the guy's cut. Another interesting tidbit about the entire event that went down at Portland is the fact that they were a few blocks away from the Proud Boy rally thing that was going on. So they weren't even in the right fucking area. My god. It's not funny, but it's kind of fucking funny just because how are you dumbasses going to be in a completely different area than you're supposed to be? Hitting all these random people, attacking Andy No for basically no fucking reason, other than the fact that he disagrees with you. The funny thing about the first screenshot from RoseCityAntifa.org is the fact that they talk about a series of assaults against Portland LGBTQ, you know, their community, and they fail to see the irony in the fact that they have also just committed a Portland LGBTQ assault, and they're gloating about it, just like they fucking talked about in this little blog post or whatever. Because self-awareness doesn't exist anymore, apparently. If you want to help out Andy No, you can support his Patreon, which is patreon.com/AndyNo. It's in his Twitter, as well as you can go to his Subscribestar, which is, you know, subscribestar.com/AndyNo. You can also go donate to his GoFundMe account, and I don't actually have that in front of me. I'm going to have to look that up, but I'll put it in the description below so you can see what that is. Really the best way to support Andy No and anybody who is involved in the attack in Portland is to, you know, identify more of these Antifa scumbags that are just being absolute pieces of shit and assaulting people. I want to make sure these guys are arrested and put in jail where they belong. I don't want any stupid bullshit vigilanteism and basically copying the same exact thing they do and assaulting them. That's dumb. That's dumb, guys. Don't do it. Please. Am I basically just an online journalist without a face? Is that what I am now? Is that what I am? Let me know, guys. Am I a fucking journalist? So I'm doing a shit job and I know it. Alright, last on our list. Get ready, it's a fucking dumb one. Nike nixes Air Max 1 USA after Colin Kaepernick, or Kaepernick, however the fuck you pronounce that, finds shoe offensive. Oh boy! You know, I swear to God, we would never stop finding things to be offended about. Fucking... What have we not been offended by yet? You know what I'm offended by? I'm offended by the fact that McDonald's milkshakes have gotten smaller, and now I have to buy like 2 if I'm really craving like a big-ass milkshake, and I don't want to spend this money at McDonald's. Please return the original sizes, I beg of you. Anyway, Kaepernick, the football player who doesn't play football anymore, is being a little bitch, basically. He's saying that the flag had connections to slavery, which is bullshit if you studied American history. Betsy Ross's flag itself does not have anything to do with racism in and of itself. It is literally just the first draft of the flag of the 13 colonies. I don't get where he gets this shit. Where does he get this shit? Where do people get this shit? There's even speculation of the fact of whether or not Betsy Ross actually sewed the first draft of the flag. I'm not gonna get into that. I ain't smart enough for that. I ain't that much into history. I mean, I love ancient history, but this ain't really my thing. Let someone else take this one. Fucking Armored Skeptic, why don't you do this shit? You're Canadian, but whatever. You like history. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey basically responded to this shit by saying, hey, pull the fucking funding for Nike. And that's a bitch move, man. Nike didn't even really do anything wrong. It's just one guy's opinion. And it's not even that good of an opinion. This is like the hottest take you could have. Motherfucker has a take hotter than the sun right now. Colin Kaepernick's new nickname needs to be Supernova because he's absolutely burning with how much he is offended by a flag that has basically nothing to do with slavery, besides the fact that it was in the same time period as slavery. If you guys just see what I'm doing with my arms, you think I'm fucking stupid. So, Arizona, you need to give Nike back their funding. Nike, you need to have a fucking backbone, for Christ's sakes. Someone in a larger company, have a backbone. Don't let these guys bully you into saying, oh, we're offended. Do not bend at the knee. Stand your ground and continue to push your products because people like this shit. Not me. I'm not really a huge sneaker person. Honestly, I'll buy like a cheap pair of Levi's just because they're like $14 at Burlington. I don't really give a shit as long as I can skate in them and they won't wear too quickly. Maybe a good pair of running shoes. Nothing too expensive. I'll get like a pair of like RBXs or some shit. But that is all the time I have for this episode. I'm your host, Omni, and this is Omni TV, signing off, and it is damn good to be back with a new intro and new pictures and all this shit, and I hope to come back with a video in a much shorter time period this time. See you later.